Hello, my name is Robbie Wooldridge, and this is a presentation I put together called A Survey of a Path to Dietetics. We'll start when I graduated high school. I'm from Tuscaloosa, and I was going to UA. I moved out of my parents' place. I wasn't very concerned with my health. I had always been overweight as a child and then as an adolescent. So I moved out. This is my dog Jake. We, got a place, and we're just flying by the seat of our pants, enjoying being young and doing anything we wanted. And then by 2005, 2 years after I started college, I started to lose weight in a dramatic fashion. My hair started to change. My sleeping patterns started to change. Everything was changing within months. And then the weight just kept coming off. And honestly, at the beginning, I enjoyed it. I'd always been overweight. Now, magically, I wasn't. And I relished not being overweight. But then the weight just kept coming off and falling off. These pictures are when I weighed about 135, 130. I made it down to 108 pounds. My skin was falling out by the handful. My skin wasn't holding pigment. I was having 3 mini strokes a day. And that's when I went into the doctor on April 12th, 2005, and found out that I was a severe type 1 diabetic that needed to be on insulin immediately. So we started insulin therapy, and I started making somewhat healthier choices, but honestly, food had become math. It was all about units and the indexes and memorizing everything. So no matter what I ate, I'd always know how many carbs was in everything. It became very calculated. So once I graduated college in '07, I started making some different choices. I had gotten degrees that someone who enjoyed school would get in history, political science, computer science. So I didn't have a job guaranteed via my college degree. So I went to culinary school, and then lining up with that, my brother and his girlfriend at the time, Emily, got engaged, and I offered to make their wedding cake, and they were very excited about that. So this is me putting together the cake on site in North Carolina. She wanted a pound cake, so I made a very traditional pound cake with an Italian buttercream icing. But then for flavor and to knock up the nutrition a little bit, that's a raspberry, blackberry, and blueberry puree that went in between the layers, and it was also in crafts for people to pour on it, and that went over very well. People loved that. As you can see, my brother giving me the thumbs up and icing all over his face. They thoroughly enjoyed it as well. I kept making cakes and baked goods using real ingredients. Like in these cookies, it was real carrot and raisins, and in the cake I used citrus so that it could be bright and sweet without actually having to use very much sugar. And I was doing all this for cost, just to my friends and everything like that. And then I really got into more wedding cakes, and they were getting ornate and very snazzy, and people loved them, and there was a lot of money in it. But again, I don't really have that much business in my heart, so I wasn't charging that much. But it just became such an ordeal to do all this. So I really focused more towards kitchens than just doing the baking. So I hopped around some low-level kitchens for a while, and then as I got better and better at it, I studied under a chef. And the whole time this is happening, I'm focusing on my health more and more, and I'm getting healthier, and all the work on my feet is leading to more muscle mass and things like that. So I was really getting healthier and happier, and so were my skills. Things started to get way more snazzy as I moved to Epiphany, which is a farm-to-table restaurant, so everything was fresh, the meat, the vegetables, the fruit, all of it. I was baking the desserts, and everything was just really getting very intricate, getting very detailed, performing at a high level. And then I met one of our regulars in the restaurant, Andrea, and over the next few months after that, was what I tend to call a cyclone of happiness. And we ended up getting married and setting new goals, because she's a physical therapist, and so I was already living a life talking the jargon and all these kinds of things. I'd always wanted to go back to school for something medical, and so I decided I was going to return to school, get out of kitchens, and go after a master's in nutrition and become a registered dietitian. So with those new goals, I'm still cooking at home. I'm still making things, but it's all about fresh. It's all about healthy. It's all about lower fat, letting the ingredients be the flavor. But it is all coming together through this new education that I'm getting at school to glue everything together and really hopefully help other people with endocrine problems, whether it be thyroid or types of diabetes, and just go with it. Like this says, there been lots of changes, but they've all been for the healthier and for the better. Jake's right there. He's now an old man, still alive. That's our new dog, Finnick. Life is just very great. Both of us tackling, helping people. In her case, still stay mobile. In my case, help them from the inside out. So I hope you enjoyed this path that I've found for dietetics, and have a great day.